Ooh, black sack, blang blang.
I got
Black
a
sack,
big
Betty.
black sack.
Is that like Red Solo Cup?
Big black sack.
I
Drag
fill you
across
up.
your back.
I fill you up.
I heard a death metal version of Red Solo Cup one time, and I've never been able to find it. It was pretty majestic.
That's awesome.
That sounds amazing.
It's Red Solo Cup. I feel you.
Hold on, that is a question for Liz.
Liz.
Yeah, so it's the who sent me the text. It's one of Harley's friends' moms
Who is
who lives in Lancaster now. So Harley and Carly don't go to school anymore together. And they've grown up together. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have her number in my phone, but I have her boyfriend's number in my phone because he does HVAC stuff.
Mm. Is this the guy that forgot to reconnect the shit?
No,
Okay.
no, that was some asshole.
No, he is the one with
Fuck
the hammer
that-
who bent
fuck
all
that
the
guy.
fins.
Fucking asshole. I went in with a ball peen hammer and hit him.
So whatever happened with all that, did your insurance cover all that?
So everything's covered. All the insurance stuff is done. I have not received my final bill from the contractor yet for the gutters, the roofs, the downspout, the siding. But I've paid for, I think I put out like 25 grand so far in total. Mm-hmm. But I still have like another 12 or some shit sitting in an account that needs to be paid towards, but I just haven't received my final bill to close out my insurance claim.
But the insurance is going to...
Covered?
It's already cut. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
covered,
Okay, good.
for the most part. I've got there's like another $3 grand I think I'm going to have to cover out of pocket.
Damn, what the fuck's your deductible?
1,000. But I did upgrades. They won't cover the
Oh,
upgrades.
okay.
That makes sense.
Well,
So
I mean, well,
I've
but
got like
it's-
$3 grand in upgrades.
Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah, I feel that because, well, I mean, hey, since you already got this bitch cracked open,
Yeah, you might
let's
as well.
throw a couple grand in here and
Yeah.
Yeah.
get some 1040 weight ball bearings in there.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is.
I'm so confused right now.
I think I messed it up, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me always is Randy, and we are still at the Macshack with Michael and Mo.
Macshack. Kill.
That's going to go great with Randy's like rendition of our opening song. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the intro music just changed just
Just a little bit.
I added Randy.
Teensy
and
tiny.
I was sitting there one day and he did that, and I'm like, well, I wonder how well this actually matches up with the music. And he did it without the music in the background, and it matches up.
He did it cold.
perfectly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm
That was
like,
just-
fuck it, I'm putting it in. That's
That was
like,
just me screwing off.
My favorite though, like a clip that was added to the end of a show. I don't remember. I wish I remember what show it was, but Randy's Greatest Hits.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to do like a whole Randy's
Compilation,
Greatest Hit
yeah.
compilation, and after I put everything together, it was less than a minute and a half.
That's
That's
fine.
actually pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
just
was.
throw that on the
I
end
wanted
of an
it-
episode.
Well, I'll have to like go pull everything back out.
What
from the
you need to
backups.
do is whenever you
Oh, I was cutting out anytime he would sing.
no,
I
but
was cutting it out,
anytime
putting it
you
in his
leave
own.
and you leave him by himself and he just starts randomly commentating on stuff, you need to put all those together too.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
As I was editing, I would grab that one piece. I would open up the main file
And then drop
called,
it in there,
called
yeah.
Randy's Greatest Hits. I would drop the waveforms in, and then I would name them from the show that like Randy show episode blah blah blah, date and date that waveform, and then save it.
I got to be honest, that's some of our greatest work.
Oh yeah, Randy's Greatest Hits. Is,
Yeah.
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 You sitting there waiting for Martell to do something.
It can come back. I just need to get it.
Apple bottom jeans.
That
Yeah.
show is actually over 1,000 downloads.
That's awesome.
It's blown up for some reason.
I don't know
we
why.
have no clue. It's one of our longest shows.
Yeah, I've listened to it like 3 times and I can't really put a finger on why that.
The
show was
first
so
half is just a
magical.
normal
Sometimes
show.
you just hit
And then
gold.
Yeah.
I
And I've
guess.
shared some of those songs with people too. Like the Tool one, as a Tool fan, is still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, I don't know what it was about that particular show, but it's got the most downloads out of any of the other shows by far. Like the next show behind that is like 300 downloads.
Yeah, it's like every once in a while, no matter what medium you use, there's always something that just blows the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what happened for me on
Viral
TikTok.
for no reason.
I had something go viral, and To this day, I've done like 3 TikToks in the last 2 years, and I still have 15,000 followers.
Isn't that thing have like 1 million views?
Oh, I've got 1.7 million views on one, 1.2 on another.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I have no clue why.
Yeah, my wife.
Well, no, the
One of mine got
1.7.
picked up, and they were like, "Hey," because I put a Johnny Cash
As a
song behind
sound.
it,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Can you make this a sound?" And I did, and then it was like other creators started, like 300 people, some of them with big followings, made videos using that sound.
but the other
We
one
didn't
with
see a
the
dime.
with the truck.
Actually, I did see a dime. I saw many dimes.
saw a
No
dime.
shit.
Yeah, I've gotten paid from TikTok.
No,
That's awesome.
it was the lemon, the drink thing.
Oh,
the-
the assault, urban assault
Urban
vehicle.
assault vehicle. Yeah, that one I totally understand why
Yeah.
it went viral.
Yeah, that one. That was I was literally driving
That
to
was
work.
a
and
timing thing.
Yeah,
I was
100%.
listening to another podcast, and it just happened. I was there,
Yeah.
right place, right time, for sure.
I think that. Yeah, my wife has one that has like 67,000 views, and we're like excited about that.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram post that has over 30,000, and it's not even mine.
Yeah, no. Same thing here. So like, of all, like between my accounts, like the one that I have that I've created myself that has the most reach is like 10,000. But then there's this one that it was a repost, and it's got like 34,000 views, and I was like, I don't fucking get it. This is not mine.
No.
I was like, why are there so
just-
many views?
So I just opened up Instagram, and it's from Rogan. It's from Rogan's account, and it says how to have sex with a fat guy. It's important
Beth
to
can
leave
answer
all
that.
assumptions at the door. More fool you than if you miss out on the deepest dicking of your life.
Well, see, what you don't get is because all the fluffiness that can get pushed back. So there's
It's
that
a-
looks like Bert Kreischer
Is it like a
cartoon form.
what
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
Pretty close.
The machine.
the machine. I was listening to them on the way over here, and it literally just ended as I pulled in your driveway.
He's from Columbus, right?
No, he's from Tampa.
Oh, I thought he was from Ohio.
No, he's from Tampa. He is such a narcissist. Like, and he admitted it on this particular show. He's like, well, I don't want to be burned. I don't want to be cremated when I die. He goes, I want the world to stop. He's like, I want the world to stop. And I said, I don't want to be forgotten. He's like, I don't. And Tom's sitting there. He's like, yeah, okay. He's like, you don't feel this way, do you? And Tom's like, no.
No.
Like, he goes, you're something special. Like you want the world to stop when you die. Like, not a whole lot of people want that on this planet.
It's like our calendar began when Jesus died and ends when Bert Kreischer dies.
Yeah, right. I'm just like,
It'll be
It's,
anarchy.
it's 1BK.
Dogs and cats playing together. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh well, Bert doesn't realize it, but he is a big fucking narcissist.
Yeah. Oh, I think he does realize it, but he doesn't.
But he embraces
yeah,
it.
like he knows it, but he doesn't know how to change it.
I don't know that he knows it. He calls it being humble.
They play so well
And
off each other, man.
and having
Was it-
humility.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Yeah, he's like, I have humility. I'm super open. I'm an emotional guy. That's why I don't hold anything back, and that's why when I'll just spill my life out for everybody because it's humility, and and I just want the world to stop. Like the world just needs to stop when I die.
They play so well off each other
Like
because
you
Tom's
had
the
me.
exact
Yeah.
opposite.
You had me,
You
and
were-
then you lost
you
me.
were-
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
were going so good.
Because Segura's just so dry,
And he's just
in
like-
his humor.
yeah.
Like they play so well off.
They
They're
do.
the best podcasting pair since you and I. They're almost as good as us.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
They're pretty
I mean,
close
that goes
to
without
us.
saying.
We
I don't even know what this is. So Randy's got a bag of something, and it's not bull semen. It could be actually. It came from
Not in a paper
hold on.
bag.
It came from OHLQ. It could
Not
be
in a
it
paper
could be
bag.
bull semen.
It's
It's bull
dehydrated.
semen in a bottle.
Oof.
But it looks like
So-
it's
We're doing lines.
Yes, we're doing lines of bull semen.
a. Can we please do lines?
Can we got a? Who's got
I
a
might
mirror?
need a knife,
Yeah.
and I forgot my knife.
There's one right there.
Lucky you.
Grassy ass.
Oh, are we? You gonna brown bag this shit? You're not even gonna tell us what it is?
This is what Randy does.
Okay.
How long have you been a listener, Mo? Since the beginning?
Well, I only watch the YouTube.
My surprise. My surprises are fun and cheeky. Randy's are malevolent.
Evil shenanigans.
He's evil fucking shenanigans over there.
Hashtag more.
Oh, there was a thing for
I
me
just
to pull
don't
on.
tell him that Mo's not showing. I don't tell him, hey, Mo's showing up, and he just shows up with a brown bag and won't let anybody know what the fuck it is.
So we're going to blind test this. Oh, I should have got that. That was pretty
was a good
decent.
pop,
It was
yeah.
decent.
You know what? I think we should start rating bottles
Bottle
on how
pop-
we think the
based on
bottle's
their
going to
pop.
be based on just the pop alone.
Now, fellas,
So based off that pop, I'm going to say a solid.
you take as much.
I'm going to say a 2.5.
2.5 on the pop.
Yeah.
You take
Now-
as much of this as you
Can I
want.
smell it?
You can smell it. You can do whatever. Put it in your glass.
Can I get the plastic
squirt
bottle?
Yep. There you go.
See, the fact that
Here's a good sign.
the fact that's not a good sign because
It's got a real cork and it's not a screw top.
that I
That
think
says Twisted Tea.
I honestly I think some of the swill we've had comes with a fucking cork. So and the fact that
that's
you're like
true.
pour as much of this as you want.
Well, that's because last time we were here, you
very
gave us
light.
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, this is like a
This
2-year-old.
is Scotch.
This is a 4-year-old.
Okay.
So it's
the
whiskey.
color of
That's
urine.
why we can't see it.
It's literally the color,
Color
of urine.
Yeah.
You need to drink more water, sir.
Yeah. Like I could submit this for your urinalysis and they'd come back and tell me that I have diabetes.
You got the beatus.
Okay, first off, easy on the diabetes jokes. Secondly, my blood sugar's fine. Last time it was tested.
It smells young.
I knew nothing about this when I bought it. I walked in, bought something else, and the lady said, "Hey, we've got this here." Everybody's been calling us for months trying to get it because it just got it'd been aging,
It's not bland.
and there's a lot of hype around
It's
it.
not Castle and Key.
And I went, "How much is it?" She said, "It was like $39.99."
Tastes moonshiny.
I'm going to say the look on Mo's face kind of says it all.
So I know nothing about it. I had to Google it when I went home.
It's very light.
It's, I can, yeah. Are you sure this is 4? That does not look like 4
It looks like
years.
a beer.
Hold
it
on.
looks more
It
like
looks
a beer
like a
than,
lager.
than
It
the
kinda
other
does
thing we
look like a
tried.
lager.
It looks like a flat lager.
Let me pull up the website for it. I can read to you.
It's very young.
Oh my God, there's nothing to that.
There's not. It's like water. It's very
So
corn.
from their website, elegant and exceptionally rich, complex
No.
and balanced taste. Let me read.
I'm just saying.
With a touch of sweetness and spice. A
at that.
4-grain high rye straight bourbon whiskey with a mash bill, right? But hold on.
Same
It's a
reaction.
high rye with a
High
mash bill
rye.
of 65% corn, 22 rye, and wheat and barley making up the rest.
So it's a sweet rye.
The copper column and copper pot doubler distillation method creates a spirit full of flavor and texture. Then the spirit is aged for a minimum of 4 years in virgin American oak barrels with a deep char number 4 on the staves and number 2 char on the barrel heads.
Hold on. That cannot be a 4-year.
I would, just on first pass, I would say this is like a Scotch whiskey.
It is not Scotch
There's
whiskey.
not enough to it to be a Scotch whiskey.
That's very true.
But, well, I mean, I'm saying it doesn't, and obviously not a bourbon because it's not, but it's not, it doesn't taste very whiskey-ish.
What's that? It should be right up front.
The Yvonne Williams.
Oh no, that's in the
Avion
house 'cause
water?
I was drinking that actively.
Oh,
Evan Williams is gone.
Sorry, it's in the trash can. It's probably in a Chillicothe landfill right now.
Sorry, I have already urinated that out of my body.
That's a fantastic mixer, so I've been making revolvers with it.
What's a revolver?
Revolver
gun.
is orange bitters, although I like it with chocolate bitters, an ounce of coffee liqueur, and 2 ounces of bourbon.
Oh. That
So
does sound
this was bottled at 80 proof. That's why it's so light.
good. No, that's not why it's light. It's
I meant
light
on the
because-
taste, not the color. The color is sunset gold. The body
I'd buy
yeah,
that.
Yeah, absolutely. I will go with Sunset Gold. On
body is balanced, round, and velvety smooth.
It's very smooth because there's hardly any burn to it. I don't get the spice from
Well, it's
it
only-
being a high rye.
No.
It's only 80 proof.
Yeah,
so
it
it's a
doesn't
lot
taste like a rye for
lower
sure.
proof than especially stuff we've been tasting lately. So this is a review from the whiskey shelf,
This
not
is
the website.
very
This
young.
is
Like this tastes like a 2-year.
this
It,
is
it says up to 4 year, right? In the description.
at least 4 years
At least
minimum.
4 years. Oh, okay.
So this is
What is it?
Bourbon from the USA, alcohol 40%. I told you the composition, age at least 4 years. This is the review.
You know what? Before you show us what it is, we're gonna rate it. I want to rate it blind on not knowing what it is.
Okay.
Because
$40, available in Ohio now.
Because
Keep going. I mean, with the descriptions that you were reading, please.
I'm not familiar with these two gentlemen, or I don't want to give too much away. I noticed when I started seeing this is from the whiskeyshelf.com. I took notice when I started seeing quite a few internet and social media posts about it. Could there be something good on here beneath the extremely thick layer of marketing? Again, I'd never heard of it, but she said everybody's calling and raving about it. And believe me, go to the website and just see how thick they lay it on, which I read for you guys from the website.
Okay.
Beneath that, there are two main things to know about this bourbon. First and foremost, it's sourced from MGP, given away by the distilled in Indiana on the back label, which I something had blah, 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 blah.
Like even the tannics are like.
I'm not going to shame
watery.
anyone from sourcing from MGP. Blah,
No,
blah, blah.
MGP does a really good job.
Yeah.
Can I have the water?
So what we have is a
See if this does
4-year-old
anything.
MGP bourbon that's 40% ABV and $40. As FYI, blah, 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 Glencairn. Okay, so the bourbon starts with honey, freshly sawn wood, toasted grain, fresh peach, apricot, orange, vanilla, licorice, fennel, and clove that jump between smelling young and actually smelling kind of good.
I don't get the good. It smells young.
The freshly sawn oak and graininess are two telltale signs of it being young, but at the same time, there's some decent fruitness and herbalness there that helps offset some of the younger notes. Oh, and there's no overpowering vanilla funkiness either.
I like vanilla funkiness.
The surface level, bright, fruity, and herbal scents with a bit of darker oak and roastiness that smell a lot like old elk bourbon. After swirling, I smell floral, honey, fennel, fresh sawn oak, toasted grains, all the crap he already said. I admit it smells like a young yet decent MGP bourbon that's generally bright, floral, and fruity with youthful oakiness and grains coated in it.
I get the youthful oaky. There's no fruity in any
I
of
get
this.
fruity,
you have
but
any-
it's very.
Do you have any coffee beans?
It's like,
Mo wants a
hold on.
reset.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not picking up a lot of that.
This says it's not bad, not great, and not interesting. So it gets the job done in a pleasant enough way.
Now, this is for somebody who's an alcoholic.
First,
Like he just said,
No,
it's
that-
not pleasant, it's not good, but it gets the job done.
No.
This is just for somebody who just needs to get drunk.
Beam 8 stars for somebody that just needs to get drunk. This reviewer says, first I taste honey, vanilla, roasted oak, toasted grains, dried apricot, cinnamon, caraway seed, pumpernickel, and licorice. Unlike
smelling
the
salts?
scents,
I
You
don't
getting ready to
get
deadlift?
any.
No, this is
any-
actually pretty a smart idea. I've never thought about this because I actually have like a little container with coffee beans in it. No, what he handed me was just a
Keurig.
a Keurig puck. It's
Yeah.
pretty damn smart.
oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't get the fennel. I don't get the licorice. I definitely
I don't
get
know what
like
fennel
honey,
smells like.
licorice.
Licorice.
Okay.
Yeah, I do get honey because it's very light. There's a
get
hit of
honey.
sweetness. I do get like that stone fruit, peach, apricot, but again, it's very light.
Yeah, everything is
And when adding water to it, all it did was really just
water it
Water
down.
down.
water it down.
Yeah, I'm
it just
not
made
even
it
gonna add
taste
water to this.
younger.
So like all those flavors that they're talking about, the scents, I feel like they're all on the same layer.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
smell it, so I can't differentiate them. But because you said it, I can now pick it up.
Yeah, it's one
The
of those
honey
things
comes
that-
out more when I added the water.
I get honey. I get stone fruit, peach, whatever. I mean, up until a couple weeks ago, I didn't know what the fuck a stone fruit was. So Mike told me it was like peaches and shit.
Peaches, yeah.
Anything that has a hard pit. Yeah, I get avocado. No, it's
Yeah, the water
That
does
costs extra.
open it up just a tiny bit.
Yeah,
but it's still very. Meh. I mean, like the
like
guy
this
said.
would be.
So this says, unlike the scents, the flavors get way more oaky, bitter, and young, and it starts to fall apart at this point. The scents gave me high hope for slightly more mature and developed flavors, but no, in caps, it says no. Turns out that it does taste quite young.
Yes.
This is likely just a massive batch of decent 4-year-old MGP bourbon that doesn't have much heft or development behind it. It's not an interesting bourbon, but I guess
But it could be.
the lack of heat is acceptable. With chewing, in quotes, there's honey, slightly funky vanilla, roasted oak, toasted grains, dried, that's all the same stuff, and a little caramel nougat. So what this is actually called Brothers Bond Bourbon. And
Well, I wanted
it's-
to rate it before you told us what the name was.
Okay. Well, I haven't told you anything else about it. Go ahead and rate it.
I'm giving it like a 1.5.
2.
That's what you gave Kentucky Tavern. You're putting it down there?
It's not
Really?
good. It's not good.
No, but it's not disgusting where you want to barf.
No, it's for me. It's a 2. Like
I'd put this at a 2, but
No.
I'd say
it would
for the
be
price.
interesting with
I'm speaking
some
my
mixers.
truth.
Yeah, this is a definitely a mixer.
You just made me blow snot on my nose.
Good. Like
I'm
this,
speaking my truth.
This isn't good.
It's not good, but I think the article, the whiskey review there that I read put it best. It's just not interesting. It's
Yeah,
not good.
no,
it's not bad.
I
It's
won't
just,
say it's bad. It's just not good.
right.
not good.
It's
Right. It's
average.
It's very meh.
Yeah,
But for the
it's
price-
unremarkable.
Yeah, it's
I'm putting this at a
it's
2
not
because of the price.
rememberable.
it's fine.
Like it's not.
I wouldn't even
it's
say
not
it's fine
memorable.
though. It's like if someone gave me a bottle
This
of this,
would be a great starter
handed-
bourbon for people.
If I handed this out as a Christmas gift, I expect that no one would be friends with me for every bottle that I gave them.
Well, it depends on who you give it to, though.
No.
Because if you hand out some of that,
if this was like
I
a
don't-
white elephant gift,
I don't
I
hand
wouldn't
out
feel bad
garbage.
about it because
but if you've never had whiskey, if somebody
That's
came
the
over and
only
said, "I've
thing.
never
Like
had
if
whiskey,"
somebody's looking to
I
get
want
into
something
bourbon,
easy.
this is a soft entry.
I want something
Really
easy to get
soft.
started.
Yeah, it's,
Right,
there's
like
a
this
lot of
gives them
foreplay
super-
involved here.
This
Super soft.
this gives them a
Flaccid.
nice flaccid.
Like-
dang it,
flaccid introduction.
Yeah.
I was going to say it gives them a flaccid intro
It's like
into
a
the world of whiskey.
meh.
Yeah, just stuffing it in there with your thumb.
And obviously, since I opened it here,
This
I
is
had
maybe
no
a
idea.
shoehorn.
This
Yeah.
is super like intimate,
I had
soft. Like,
super intimate salt.
So you know how like they have the pop-off vodka that they use to make mixers with everything else.
the plastic bottle.
The plastic bottles.
This is well bourbon.
Yeah, this is well bourbon.
This
Yeah,
is
I
Well,
indie
bourbon's a good
bourbon.
way. Yeah, this for
This
40
is
bucks,
house.
I would have rather.
Yeah.
And again, I knew nothing about it.
Yeah,
she said
100%.
Hey, everybody's
if
looking at
you're,
this. I never
if you're
seen
broke
it,
and
heard
you
of
want to
it.
have a Manhattan, this is what you ask
This is
for.
why
No,
I
this
don't
is 40
let Randy
bucks. You can
bring
get better for
shit.
cheap.
This is
True.
why Randy's not allowed to buy and bring whiskey.
Yeah.
He only hits it out of the park once every 5 years.
But it's always good podcasting. The whiskey may be bad, but the podcasting's
Podcasting is
good.
amazing.
I mean, this is like ED whiskey. This is erectile dysfunction whiskey.
This is I was
Like
aroused.
this is so soft.
And
Like
now
I
I can't
can't
get it
even.
up.
Like it's so bad. Oh, apparently we're doing that next.
So here's the thing, though. This was
we're going from an 80 to 130 real fast.
this was
120.
this was all
We'll
about
just do a
marketing
little
because
bit.
what this Brothers Bond is. Once I got home and
Oh,
Googled,
I've seen that in the store.
Yeah.
I walked right by it every time.
I did too. It was on
And-
their it was on their counter where like
There's-
this is the stuff we're not going to put on the shelf because we only have like 3 of. So she told me that.
fucking lied to you.
No,
She's like,
I've never seen
everybody's
it.
been calling and asking for this. Everybody wants
That's not
this.
true because I looked up online.
No one wants
The
that.
reason they want, you know why they wanted it? 2 actors, 2 guys from the Vampire Diaries that aren't related created Brothers Bond.
fuck is the Vampire
Yeah,
Diaries?
that's
It's a show I've never
it's
watched.
A celebrity. It's
What
a
kind of
celebrity
gay
bourbon.
shit is that?
It's like that.
I don't know.
Aviator
I've never
gin.
watched.
Yeah, Aviator's not
Okay,
bad.
first
I've
off,
never
that's
had it.
Ryan Reynolds, so calm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, Ryan
Because you will
Reynolds.
catch these hands. I love that man.
Yeah, 100%.
No, I've never
I
had
haven't
it.
bought his.
It's
I haven't had it either.
very
But what was the proper 12? I heard the first run was dog shit.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard, so I haven't
Yeah.
bought it since.
Yeah, so I haven't touched it.
But I love
then
Ryan
he-
Reynolds.
Then he has since sold that.
oh, really?
He
Okay,
does-
so it's
he
probably
doesn't-
good
He
now.
doesn't own it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, now he's doing cell phones
Yeah.
No, no,
with
no.
hilarious commercials.
No,
Well,
not
I've
Ryan
heard
Reynolds.
George Clooney's
Yeah,
Proper,
tequila.
no,
I
I'm
heard.
talking
Yeah,
proper 12 is
Oh, Proper
Dark
12. Sorry, I was
really.
thinking
I've
aviation.
heard. I've not heard one good review.
Yeah, so I looked at this and I was like, well, it looks young. Screw it. We've never had it. We'll try
Looks
it.
young.
I went home and Googled it immediately.
It's got yellow
and,
food
and I was
coloring
like,
in it.
Yellow food coloring, yeah.
Does it really?
no.
Look at it.
I was about to say.
He's being Martell.
So what
Yellow
other
and orange.
what
by
other
the way.
alcohols out there that are like
Celebrity.
backed by celebrities? So I
Oh,
know
there's
that-
so
Clear-
many.
I mean,
Rock
Clooney
has
has-
a
the first one I
tequila.
remember was Ciroc.
Crystal Skull.
So
Crystal
Vodka.
Skull is
who's Crystal
Dan
Skull?
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah,
shit.
Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
It's kind of horrible.
Which, by the
Terramana
way,
is The Rock.
Dan Aykroyd.
Dos Ami- was it
Dos Amigos or Tres Amigos
is
ZZ
Clooney.
Top?
Clooney, and I've
Oh,
heard
okay.
nothing but bad things about
Really?
that.
I've heard nothing but good things about
Oh my
it.
god, I heard it just tastes like fake vanilla.
Well, I won't get it because
Wait, that's
Martell
tequila,
complained
right?
either way.
Yeah, that's tequila.
Yeah.
Cabo was
Cabo
Sammy
Wabo?
Hagar.
Yeah.
that was Sammy
That's-
Hagar,
yeah,
but
that's
he
a
has
big
since
one.
sold it since then. He made like
$1 bazillion dollars.
Yeah,
off of that.
zillion dollars.
I think
off of that.
was it Dolce Vita or something like that? That was ZZ Top.
Matthew McConaughey has Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
He owns Wild Turkey now.
What? No,
Yeah.
No, he just reps.
Yeah, he has a connection.
He's
there.
kind of he's
Come on, Michael, go with it.
he seems kind of douchey to me. I'm not a big fan.
All right, all right, all right.
Who else? Oh, there's the one chick.
Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt had a winery for a while.
Oh yeah.
Snoop's got what 99 Crimes or whatever.
Well, he's yeah.
Oh
he's,
yeah,
he backs
19 Crimes.
19
Him and
Crimes.
Martha Stewart. He has a red. Martha Stewart has a
Yeah,
Chardonnay.
Snoop has a lot of
yeah.
weed, is what Snoop
One of these
has.
people is a felon. Guess which one?
The reason I wrote
Yes,
Snoop,
100%.
I recently read about.
Not who you think.
Actually, both of them are felons.
Did you guys see where
No,
Snoop?
Snoop-
Snoop was acquitted.
Snoop was
Oh,
acquitted.
he was
Yep.
acquitted, yeah.
Murder was the case.
Yeah.
If the glove don't fit, Snoop must have quit. Did you guys see where Snoop talked about smoking with Willie Nelson?
Which
He
time?
said in his whole life, he said that dude is the only dude that outsmoked me. He talked about how he was smoking with Willie Nelson. And he's like,
Couldn't keep up.
I could not. That dude was like
Well,
light
he's been.
years.
I was about
And I
to
was
say,
like, he's
Willie
been doing that
Nelson's
for
like a
But Willie
pro.
doesn't
a
smoke
millennia.
anymore.
Allegedly.
Willie quit
George
smoking, supposedly.
George Strait has Codigo 1530 tequila.
Yeah, and then,
Metallica has blackened whiskey.
what you call it? Darius Rucker
haven't
has a
seen that.
bourbon.
Michael
does?
Jordan has a
I didn't know
tequila.
that. I didn't know
But him and
that.
was it no? Then Scottie Pippen has something.
I bet it's just a little bit worse than Michael Jordan's.
Michael Jordan's. Yeah,
Just not quite as good.
yeah.
The lead singer of Tool. What's his name?
Oh, Maynard.
Maynard
He's got a
James
winery
Keenan,
He's got a.
winery,
I was gonna say
yeah.
he's got a winery and vineyard.
in Arizona, which I think is weird.
That is kind of
Well, I'm gonna.
Lobos
So,
Tequila's LeBron James.
so Patrick's gonna be in Arizona in March. And I
will
wanted
be
to head out,
Vegas.
but I'll be in Vegas in March, and we have the Arnold in March.
Oh yeah, we do.
When are you gonna be in Vegas in March?
The 15th.
Are you really?
Thank you. But I mean, I will literally be working.
I don't give a shit.
Bruno Mars.
That's
has
his
a
way of
rum.
saying I don't want to hang out with you.
16th to the 19th. It's probably like Thursday to Monday. But
Dos Hombres is Brian Cranston and Aaron Paul.
Oh, I'll
fuck
be out
is that?
there the 20th through the 24th.
They have a mezcal.
I'll keep the toilet warm for you.
But I'm staying at the Venetian, and I'm trying to get with
this for
Lauren
work?
and Joe. Yeah, I'm trying to get with Lauren and Joe at some point from
Those
Two Bitch.
bitches.
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to mule any home for you, I'd happily pay for it.
My plan is to take the big suitcase and put the small suitcase in the big suitcase.
Yeah.
To be able to mule some
What are
shit home.
those some Russian nesting dolls?
Russian nesting doll shit. Yeah, that's my plan. Can I get the squeezy
Ian
bottle?
Somerhalder and Paul Wesley, Brothers Bond Bourbon.
Coppola.
Yeah, I've never seen the
he's
show.
got a
Coppola's got
wine.
wine.
Yeah, Sophia Coppola has, and
I thought it was Francis.
settle down,
Francis
Francis.
Lloyd.
Settle down, Francis. So I was watching. So
Lighten up,
speaking
Francis.
of, I was watching. I started watching Wednesday on Netflix.
Is it any good?
So far, so good.
What is it?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
The Addams.
Yep.
In I think the second episode, there's an homage to Large Marge.
No shit.
Yeah, it's an older woman driving a pickup truck though. In
the flannel.
In the flannel.
That's amazing.
And she's like got the.
I didn't pick that
The
up.
hair's all
She's got
fucked
the,
up.
Her hair's kind of fucked up. She's got the big eyes. And she's like, "Are you sure you want to go in there?" And he's like, "She goes, there's werewolves." And he's like, "Werewolves?" He goes, "That's fine. My guidance counselor at summer camp was a werewolf." And she's like, "Okay," and she drives off. So it's kind of an ode to
callback.
Large Marge.
Love it.
I was just like, I saw it and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I thought maybe it was the same woman. It's not.
Did you?
She's dead.
So another show I picked up recently was What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, how's that?
Have you? So
I'd get in trouble for saying what I did in the shadows.
So imagine if I never watched The Office.
Well, you shouldn't be around kids at the school jerking off in the shadows.
do it out in the open.
You know what?
like
My
a normal
parole
person.
officer said the same thing.
Do it out in the open, like a real man.
Be a real man.
Be a real man.
Jerk off
Be a
in your
man.
middle school. Go to jail for life. Be a man.
Yeah.
So
What you doing?
I've never watched The Office, but did you ever watch it?
I never.
I've watched The Office
So I guess
so many
the
times.
premise of The
Yes.
Office, it seems it's like a documentary sort of.
Yes.
Yeah,
style.
it's kind of like
It's a great
cameras
show.
following you.
Yeah.
around
So
type of deal.
but it's that
Blair
with,
Witch Project.
It's that with vampires,
Yep.
and it's pretty fucking hilarious.
I haven't seen. Is it on Netflix?
Hulu.
I'll have to check it out on
There's
Hulu.
like 3 or 4 seasons. I just discovered it.
I started watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh
And
my God, that's
Liz watched an episode.
Charlie Day may be one of my favorite characters.
Is that
in
Danny
any
DeVito?
sitcom. No,
Yeah.
that's
well, Charlie Day is one of the characters. Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
is
I know.
Yeah.
no, it's not Danny DeVito. Charlie's
I always
the
hear-
one who can't read. And
a guy I used to
can't
work.
write.
A guy I was deployed with. He always used to refer to Charlie work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like
Washing, scrubbing,
just doing shit work.
doing
yeah.
shit work, grunt work.
My
fire
buddy in the
pits.
army always said, "There's a
piles.
reason that we have cooks in the army. Like, some people cannot do anything else but work in the kitchen.
Well,
You do what you're told.
I started watching that, and Liz actually sat and watched through a whole episode, not just like she sat down as like the last 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It ended, and she goes, "That is the dumbest fucking show I have ever seen. I'm like,
It's amazing.
I said, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I said, it's funny.
I don't think I've ever watched it before.
It wouldn't. I'll tell you what. If Danny DeVito hadn't joined in season 2, it would have stopped.
The show would have died.
Yeah, now it's on like season 23.
Oh, it's still going on?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Now they
didn't
do
know
a
it's still on.
podcast, and their podcast is fantastic.
That's one Larry David's in, right?
No.
No.
What's the one Larry David's
Curb
in?
Your Enthusiasm.
That's
Enthusiasm.
it.
What's his name? He's the partner with Ryan Reynolds that has the soccer.
Rob McElhenney.
Rob McElhenney. He has a bar that resembles to a T
the
bar
Sunny
in the
in
show.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, he has it. So I'm just like, God damn it,
I 100%
go.
would drink there. Yeah,
I want to go.
I would make that. That would be
Well,
if
I
I was in whatever city. I would be like, we have to
Road
go
trip.
for one.
But
One
is
trip.
it in Philadelphia?
I don't know because they're all
the whole
based out
thing
of L.A.
Yeah, the whole thing takes place
It's in
Philadelphia.
Piedmont, North Dakota or something.
And as you
Don't
watch
you
it,
know?
you can
Don't you
watch
know?
Dennis devolve into complete sociopathy. It's fantastic.
I'm halfway through season 2. I'm enjoying the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I watch it when no one's around.
It's insane.
Archer. I'm rewatching Rick and Morty for the 4th time.
Never watched
The
it.
entire series. Archer's great. I'm on my 3rd.
Never watched that.
It's
or
hard.
Rick
It's
and
hard for
Morty.
me to watch Archer because
And then Bob's Burgers.
because I discovered
Burgers.
Bob's Burger before I discovered Archer.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers is so funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same character. The guy who plays Bob is the same guy. As
Yeah,
Archer.
that's the same.
And so I'm every time I finish, when I finish watching Archer, I just start it over. I just immediately go right back and start with 1 again. And I do the same thing with Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty ends, and I just start it over again and just start watching through it again because those are probably 2 of my 2 favorite
Yeah.
shows. I'm gonna beat you out for being a Rick and Morty fan, even though you have a better
But
AirPods case.
Oh, the
than I
case,
do.
yeah.
I wanted the fucking Pickle Rick AirPods case, and I can't find it.
You've seen the Pickle Rick pop that I have, right?
Yes.
It glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have another Pickle Rick pop that they just released, but now it's up to $60 because it sold out.
My kids got me for Christmas the Run DMC one, but it's the one with the stage,
I got the whole thing.
the big ass one.
Oh no, I got the 3 of them.
No, I have the 3 of them too. I
Okay.
got them when you told me about them, but then for
Fucker.
Christmas they got me the one where it's got all 3 of them, but it's on a stage, so it's
no
like a
shit.
big ass
Sweet.
box. Yeah. I was like,
I have a-
like they got it for me. I was like, holy shit. I was like, first, where'd you guys find this? I was like, 2, I don't want to know how much you spent
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah. Well, what I have for you sitting at home is a Notorious B.I.G.
Ooh, which one?
I think it's the one.
After he got shot.
Well, it's definitely after he got shot.
it's him in a casket.
It's a little messy.
I think it's him in a long.
I could put that
like,
next to
fur coat.
my Tupac.
That's where mine sits.
my Tupac. What you call it? Autopsy.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got 2 Notorious B.I.G.s and then a Tupac, and I put Tupac in between them both.
The one I ordered 2 years ago finally showed up.
Oh no shit.
The Tupac one with where he's in the white suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ordered it like no shit 2 years ago, and it just
the
showed
white
up.
suit with red spots all over it.
His funeral suit.
Yeah.
No, but I that's what I'm like. Shit, I
Oh.
forgot to get that from Mo.
I appreciate that, man.
Well, I was at a Hot Topic, and you're like, "Hey, pick that up."
Oh, that one.
That
Okay,
one. Yeah.
I totally forgot about it.
It's been sitting behind a table in the office in a
Nice.
bag, just
Well,
waiting.
well,
to
I'll
be
actually
delivered to you.
I may be back in Athens next Friday.
All right.
So yeah, someone saw me doing my thing, and they were like, "What do you do next Friday?" And I'm like, "I don't know why."
I think.
Was you DJ?
Jin.
No, I was doing
you
media.
speak much gooder.
So I think we should have
Jinting?
Mo on the show permanently, just behind records. Like every time we talk to Mo, he just responds with a scratch. Like, what's up, Mo?
With a
He's like,
sample?
he's like,
We just have a live DJ on the show.
Yeah.
yeah. We have a live DJ, but he only responds in scratches.
Do you use turntables?
He only talks with his hands. My turntables are at home. I don't take those out because they're too heavy, and 2, they're too expensive.
So you just
Smart.
go plug in an iPod and
But
No.
he has
Have
digital
headphones like-
turntables.
Yeah, I have digital turntables.
let's go.
He has little discs that he.
Well, that's what I mean.
The
Okay,
air horn. Yeah.
that's still turntables. in
Oh yeah.
quotes.
So not actual like
not
techniques.
legit old school.
No, like I said, I don't move those.
Yeah.
They're just too damn heavy and too expensive.
You need to get back to doing that weekly show you were doing.
Oh, my 30 at 3:30.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
You need to get back to doing that again.
I forgot about that.
Because those were, I just put those on in the house.
Yeah.
And just listen and just go do shit.
If I do them, it's gonna be like once a month. Because
And I would text you.
Doing it every week was like, it was fun, but like there
Kind
wasn't
of
shit
like
else.
doing a podcast every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't shit else going on,
Yeah,
because
it
it
was
was
all
during the
during-
panini.
It was in the
So
in
I'd
the-
have
in
I'd have
between
a-
the before times.
And
my
we were all
favorite-
pressed. So.
Yeah.
I'd have a whole week to get like my set list ready and my graphics and everything. So
Panini's been my favorite
This is
disaster.
delicious.
This is
ever.
good.
so what are we drinking?
So we've got.
This is the regular to the diet.
Yeah.
Brothers Wine.
So-
I taste this. I was like, oh, that's full bodied.
Yeah.
So what we went from 80 to 120 real quick
Real quick.
proof. So yeah,
But
real quick.
it doesn't taste like it.
It doesn't taste like it.
Oh
It's,
no, but it tastes
so-
it tastes rich though.
Yeah.
This is Ezra Brooks Cask Strength Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's a single barrel. This is a cow's pick that Michael picked up, and it's called Cows Down by the Down.
This is Central Ohio.
Cow's
Whiskey
semen.
Society.
Hold on.
Are you a part of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cow semen.
Cows Row Down the Brooks?
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that. Ezra Brooks.
I was going to say Cows Down by the Brooks, but
Yeah.
Cows Row Down the
Is
Brooks.
it a babbling brook?
It could be.
Depends on how much you drink.
I like Ezra Brooks, like the standard run
I
of the
don't
mill
think I've ever
offering.
had Ezra Brooks before.
It's harder to find.
It's it's just one of those under the radar whiskeys that's actually pretty solid.
Yep.
Just the
Well-
regular Ezra Brooks. It's cheap. It's affordable.
I
It's
say
probably on most shelves you walk by.
you say it's under the radar. It's under the radar as in people aren't selling it on secondary, but you can never find it in the store. I
see the
never.
store.
So people
well,
are drinking this.
You live in Round Town.
Yeah.
No one drinks whiskey in Round Town. They're drinking garbage.
No, that's
Other-
not true. They drink a lot of whiskey around town.
Well, it's garbage whiskey though.
A lot
How
of Middle
often?
West.
How
A
often?
lot of Middle West being sold there.
How often is Weller just sitting on the shelf when you walk in?
More than here.
About
More
the
than
same.
here.
No.
I actually need a couple
I'd say
bottles
about the exact
for
same
that.
as here of Weller.
I have a buddy down in Tennessee that's looking for some.
You can easily get it up here now.
Oh, really?
Good
I mean,
pit stop
it's-
before you leave town.
Okay.
They may have some.
They
They
might.
got their delivery yesterday, and
I
they
was about
usually
to say,
have.
yeah, it's Saturday, so they might still have some left.
Okay.
They're usually
Around town,
pretty,
they don't get
well,
it as
you're
often,
no, you're because you're not heading
but-
back into Lancaster, out of here.
I don't know.
It's not that far away.
Pit stop's not that big a detour for him.
No,
Because once he leaves pit stop, he can jump right over and hit 188. And
I was about to say go down 6, and then
you know what we're
But
talking
then,
about.
yeah, for sure. But then I was going to go to Smokeout
smoke out up in Pickerington.
on the way home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to smoke out, you're going to
You
be
can
really
still
close
get-
to the Kroger Canal has a much better selection usually of Weller.
On Canal.
Yep. Canal. Go
Canal.
to the Kroger. There's a state liquor store there.
I never find anything in that Kroger.
Really? I used to get Weller there all the time. And Antique.
How long ago?
Oh, it's been a couple years.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, I mean,
I was in there like 3 weeks ago, and they didn't have shit.
yeah.
I was looking for the Middle West Brewdog.
That
A
one's
while
harder
ago.
to find. You may have
Excuse
to.
me?
You may have to go to Middle West to get that one.
The what?
There was a Middle West Brewdog.
There's a
Collab?
collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We did that on the
a
show.
brew?
Well, I did it on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there right after to try and look for it,
shit.
and they didn't have it.
Yeah, it's a different. It's their wheat, and it's meant to be used as a boilermaker from Middle West, and depending on how you tried it,
Yeah.
depends on how it tastes. So we did it both ways. We did the whiskey in the beer, so in a
Oh,
in a
wait.
Lost Lager.
That was last week.
No, that
been
was. It's been
couple months
Yeah, it's
ago.
been
Oh,
a
shit.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're
do,
gonna
do a
smoke out-
reset and take a whiff.
If you're doing smoke out today, man,
so.
they've got their
Sweet.
burger on special. I had it last Saturday.
This is the last day to get it.
It is. Yeah.
Actually-
smoked burger.
Derek posted about it. He said it's the last. This will be the last day, and we may or may not ever bring this back.
Yeah, they're special. Sometimes their nachos were the slam. They brought those back once for a week, which their week is 4 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're only
Wednesday
open
through
4 days a
Saturday.
week.
But
He's
the
and
burger
he
was
is
so
also
good.
a once we're sold out.
Yeah.
We're out.
Well, yeah,
Well,
'cause
But he
I
hasn't been
mean,
selling out
you
recently.
can't like
so.
flash smoke food.
Yeah,
No.
it should be like that.
It should be. I think
a
all
proper
restaurants-
barbecue joint should be like that.
Yeah, I think a lot of hometown restaurants. Should
Any
be
like
that.
gastric
Once-
type place where it's like mom and pop. Like I don't.
Once the special's
I
done,
appreciate
it's
it.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because there's that. I think I've told you about that English style pub that's in my really rural town. He's the same type of deal. Like if the fish and chips is gone, like I said,
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I worked restaurants for a lot of years. I worked for a small place in Buffalo, and it was the same thing. Once the special's done, it's done.
Yeah.
It's where they made buffalo wings, but they just called them wings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
just wings. We just
Just
call
in
them
case you
wings.
didn't know.
It's just like in Canada, it's just called bacon.
Yeah,
In Canada.
Stupid
Damn
ham.
them.
Or ham.
yeah.
I just called ham slices.
That was,
So
that
what do you
was-
think about this?
Wow, with the reset, that tastes
It's really
Majestic.
I didn't
really,
get to
really
reset
good.
since you passed it right by me.
No, just sniff your arm.
I don't think that's how it works,
Yeah.
Randy. But
Smells like
smelling your skin is supposed to do a reset as
smells
well.
like bacon grease and taint.
Why are you
Nice
sticking your
flexibility.
In which
forearm?
order? In which order?
If you can get your forearm back
If
to
you
your
can get
tank,
your
then
forearm on
bravo.
your taint, Jesus,
I'm big, but I'm flexible, boys.
amazing.
Not as much as I used to be, but it's still there a little.
Stretch Armstrong.
This smells. It tastes really good.
is-
It's not.
it's
It's not
fantastic.
crazy strong. Like, even though it's a cast strength, it's not like.
No, it's a good
It's
one.
not absurd.
Doesn't
How
kick
much
you in
was
the
that
teeth.
bottle?
Yeah. This one was 60, I think.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
It's absolutely reasonable, but it's a one-off barrel
It's-
pick,
again,
so
it's a
it'll
one-off.
never be
Okay.
available.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So is there normal? Because I've never. This is my first Ezra.
I've
books.
never had an Ezra Brooks cask
Yeah, I've never seen a
before.
cast strength from.
What about their
Brooks.
stuff? Just
Their run-of-the-mill
period?
stuff
Yeah.
is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is really
And it's-
pretty complex.
Yeah.
like
really
this.
affordable.
Not quite as complex,
Okay.
but it
Yeah, it's
for
not
the
cast
price.
strength.
For
So
the
it's not
price,
as,
it's very
I would say it's not as bold as this.
Oh, okay.
But it's still got the good flavor.
Yeah.
So like kind of doing makers and then makers cast strength, like
Yeah.
that
Yes.
sort of.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, same
Yeah.
kind of thing.
You still get the same concept, but just with less punch.
yeah. This is a little bit more concentrated.
Like that 144 proof that I bought that no one's ever going to get.
Oh, so did you talk? I haven't listened to
That was Monday's show.
Yeah, I
Or
haven't had a
Tuesday
chance
show.
to listen
So
to
Tuesday
that.
was we did the A Smith Bowman, and Friday was with Patrick.
Patrick. Yeah. UK
So there
Patrick.
is on OHLQ. This is $55 for an Ezra Brooks cask strength single barrel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what this is.
But is it available anywhere?
That's what I'm checking right now. No.
right. So it's on
clicked
the
on the map
site.
and
that's
the thing.
probably this.
It's probably that.
It's
because
probably
it has
this.
to be. You have to run stuff through OHLQ to sell.
Oh, to do the
as
barrels?
a club pick.
Okay.
Like you can't. So like when Middle West did the Bourbon Hunters, they just listed it as a cast strength, but
I
it was not a Bourbon
I
Hunters.
have
cast
one
strength.
bottle left.
I have half a bottle left because
Of
I
which
was-
one?
of the Bourbon
The
Hunters,
Bourbon Hunters pick.
the barrel pick. That was
It was what
127.
127.
Back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted more, and dude's like, "Well, why didn't you say you wanted more?" I'm like, "Dude, I told you I wanted 6 fucking bottles." And he's like, "Well, you can't get 6 bottles." I'm like, "You did."
Well, they're press
And he
bottles.
just looked at me.
He's like,
So the Ezra Brooks standard whiskey is $15.
What?
But it is very hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ezra,
Because
but
it's-
it's good.
It's all. Yeah, I
$15.
mean, for $15, it's one of the best you can get at $15 for sure.
yeah.
and that's normal proof.
Yeah, that was
80.
like 80.
Okay.
I thought it was right around 100.
So-
yeah,
or
let me
90.
check.
So I don't know if you guys are like me, but whenever I get
God,
sick,
you got so much of that left.
is that the
That's the Bourbon Hunters Middle West.
damn? He's damn near. He's above. He's at the label.
That's got like 2 pours out of it.
It's like 2 years old now.
Yeah.
Ezra Brooks is 90 proof.
I need to actually finish mine off, or it's going to go bad. There's
Allegedly.
like this much. No, I think after so
Holy-
long it does change.
So Ezra Brooks Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 45 ABV. Last call.
So 90.
Last chance to buy products no longer offered in Ohio once existing inventory sold out.
Well,
We're
So
losing
Ezra-
Ezra Brooks.
Oh wow.
Yay!
that's all right. It's Lux Row, so just go down to.
Good thing
It's
we
a
live close to
3-hour
the
drive.
border.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour drive to Lux Row.
So
No worries.
I was going back to my question. Like for me, whenever I get sick, I just try and burn it out
Yeah,
with bourbon. My go-to is Old Granddad.
I am not an old granddad fan.
Well, it's not about being a fan. It's about like getting that high
yeah.
octane.
It's
Yeah.
it's medicine.
yeah, it's medicine.
well,
It's like swinging NyQuil or
I did-
something.
yeah,
did that
it's
shit
easier
to my-
on your liver.
so y'all have cleaning ladies, right?
What's that?
Y'all have cleaning ladies.
Fuck no.
What's it
Oh.
like being rich?
So
Yeah.
my cleaning lady, she showed up 2 weeks ago, and she's like, "I'm not feeling so well." She's like, I hate being in the house.
It
cleaning
kind
when
of
I'm
sucks that
sick.
you only let Liz in the house 2 weeks.
I know, right? She'll get over it. But
That's why they
Sorry,
needed
Liz.
the shed.
Yeah.
shed
I
next
had
to
to
the
do it,
pool.
Liz.
Liz
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
listen to the show
Yeah.
anymore. She gave up.
anymore.
So she was like, I hate coming to people's houses sick. She goes, but I need to do some. I'm like, well, here. I said, get some whiskey. She's
Kentucky
like-
Tavern.
She goes, I'm not drinking that. I'm like, oh. I said, you're not feeling well? I said, you're sitting there. I said, you've been upstairs coughing. Like, you're just coughing. I said, let me give you some. I'll give you. I said,
Little hot
an
toddy.
an easy sipping whiskey. I said that'll help soothe your throat. I said, and for the remainder of the time you're here, I said you won't cough. She's like, bullshit. I'm like, you realize that whiskey was medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is medicine.
Anesthetic. antiseptic.
And she goes,
yeah, it was all things.
yeah. She goes, really? I'm like, oh yeah. I said during Prohibition, you had to apply to make whiskey as medicine, and you had to go to a doctor to get the shit legally as as an actual whiskey. So I gave her some Buffalo Trace. Just kept it nice and light. The entire time she was at the house, and she said maybe another 2 hours after she left,
No coughing.
no coughing at all. She's like,
Well,
I was surprised. I'm like,
Sore throat, hot toddy all
Like,
the time.
yeah.
I was going to say hot toddies are good.
Yeah,
too.
I made
honey and
Lemon,
bourbon.
honey.
The whole time
bourbon.
I had that long COVID, people don't realize how bad I was coughing.
that's not a thing.
But it's not. But I had a nasty cough for 6 months and almost died. And even Liz,
That's called pneumonia.
We were.
You just didn't take care of it.
I had scurvy for 6 months. I had the rickets.
I wouldn't be surprised. You need to eat an orange.
And,
Have an orange old
but
fashioned at least.
even after one of our recordings outside, I'm sitting out there drinking whiskey and smoking a cigar, and Liz was like,
Don't you have-
I
That's
was
good
talking
for
to
your
Brandon.
lungs. Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Brandon's like, you never cough when you guys are recording, like, because they heard me before and after.
Yeah.
I said, it's probably the whiskey. Like, it's
Yeah, for
legit.
sure.
100%.
Hot toddies are a go-to for me.
I gave my 10-year-old a hot toddy when she was having some throat issues.
Yeah.
Now she's a full-blown alcoholic and on
And
meth.
she was like, this is awful. I'm not drinking this. I'm like, you're going to drink that. I said, because
I paid good money for it.
Yeah.
I said, because
top shelf.
That's top shelf whiskey. I said, and that's
That
high
came
quality.
directly from a Kentucky tavern.
And that is high quality H2O.
Yeah.
So I did find Ezra Brooks 99 is available in Circleville,
I got 99 problems.
But Ezra Brooks ain't one.
Yeah.
but the proof ain't one. It's 99 proof, and it's 21.99. So maybe look for that.
Let me see that bottle.
So
This is a picture real
going back to the whole
me
giving
take
your
one.
kids alcohol thing, one of my middle guy, like he was just having a nasty coughing fit. So I made him some tea and I threw some Hennessy in there.
Yeah,
And
that's-
like
Of course you did.
Of course, yeah. And I was like, and
Put up
I was
Mickey's
gone the
big
next
mouth.
day, and he was still coughing. And he went to my wife and was like, "Hey, can you make me some tea? Because I'm still coughing." She's like, "Okay." And like she didn't know what I did. She made him some tea, and he's like, "This tastes different. Can you make it like Dad does it?" And she came over.
Oh,
and she,
Dad,
She
how
was,
do you
yeah, she
make
came
the
over to me.
tea?
She's like, "How did you make Caden's tea?" I was like, "Oh, I just threw some Hennessy in there." And she was like, got it."
Got it. So I just put a little bit of water in this one because I wanted to see how
funny
it changed.
thing is, I told him it was tea, but it was just straight whiskey.
Joke's on you.
It opens up a little bit with the water.
Yeah. Different nose.
It's a
Way
little
different nose,
It's a
too.
little more stringent than before. Is what I'm picking up.
I think this is one I might like better neat than with water.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I'm a
it's a lot.
fan.
It's a lot sharper.
I'll definitely
But
be on the lookout for
the
this
taste
stuff.
is wildly different.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. It's like caramel popcorn.
Let me try that with some
It's
with some good old CO2.
it's like a Cracker Jack almost, or caramel popcorn with
Not as
some
sweet.
water.
Yeah.
It's not as
Don't-
sweet,
No.
but it has
don't,
that.
you don't start labeling people, man. Come on. We're beyond that. It's 2023.
I know. I'm a Cracker Jack. I will crack your
you-
jack.
Cracker
You are
Martelle.
better than that, Martell.
I'm not though. I mean, let's be honest. I'm stuck in my ways.
Nicest asshole ever.
Yeah.
Eh,
I'm the nicest asshole you ever meet.
I saw that T-shirt the other day, and I was like, "Hey," to my wife. I'm like, "Eh." She was like, "Well, yeah, you kind of are." No, I think
Yeah,
I like it
that
better
with water.
neat.
I like it better with neat. I like it better neat, but I like it with water.
oh, it's good with water. I just like it better neat.
It's like that, but it's not like the A. Smith Bowman we had when we added water. That was
Yeah.
that had to stay neat. Like that's still so good. I can't wait to try that in like another 6 months.
So do you recall the moment like when you ceased to be someone who preferred 80 proof bourbon to the barrel proof bourbon?
It was when I started podcasting with Martelle.
Well, Randy was drinking swill, essentially.
I wasn't drinking a lot of whiskey or bourbon before the podcast. I was drinking more rum and mixed drinks. I was
The Gay Mountain rum?
no, actually, that didn't happen until the show.
Okay.
I found that on a whim. I was
Mount Gay.
Yeah.
I was on the road for work.
Yeah, I
and
went to
looking,
I went to a bar one time, and the bartender, she was bless her heart, she was like, "I was like, what kind of rum do you have?" "Oh, we have that Gay Mountain." I was like, "Mount Gay?" Yeah.
That's the one. It was
It's got so
Captain
much
and
sugar.
Ginger. Captain and Ginger. One of the weird regional things
Captain and Ginger. Okay.
Yeah, Captain and Ginger. It tastes like cream soda.
They were on the on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a nice little threesome
Yeah.
Mike had running for a
Yeah.
while. You got Ginger, but also the captain. You got to take the good with the bad.
He did wear an ascot, right? That's always the symbol.
Oh, he definitely wore an
Of the swinger.
ascot.
He had an ascot.
Cock.
Ayo.
So to answer your question, Mo,
Mo.
I've been drinking whiskey since probably 2007. I've been drinking it for a while. I can remember walking into the stores and Blanton's being on shelves and just walking by it and be like,
Oh,
whatever.
Pappy being
and
on
Pappy
shelves.
being on shelves and all the other shit.
I remember seeing Pappy on shelves, and it blows my mind to think about
what,
today.
$60?
I remember Blanton's and Booker's.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen Pappy.
I can remember seeing Pappy on the
Bland,
shelf.
Booker's, Pappy. But I wasn't drinking whiskey then.
But
no,
well, see,
now,
I was.
now all I have is regret.
Yeah.
Right.
No shit.
But I wasn't drinking that. I was drinking like Jim. I've never been a fan of Jack Daniels, so I was drinking
Same.
like Jim or
sweet.
Wild Turkey.
well,
or,
Jack I used to drink with Jack and Coke.
Nope, I
But
just
that's all. Then that
I used to do
quickly-
turkey and Coke.
or
Why did I switch to Captain and Coke very early on?
or
I was
makers.
vodka teas. That's how I vodka teas and vodka crayons
Yeah.
before Cosmos became a thing.
Yeah, and
I think I started off with like a.
So when did you
like
grow a
Tom-
beard and become a man?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well, it's like
Mo
One
did
of the-
his when he retired.
Yeah.
one of the drinks in Buffalo for a really long time, may still be, I'm not sure, is most bars have sweet tea
Straight
on
red
a
hot.
gun.
Yeah.
So like Lipton, basically Lipton powder mix, and usually vodka. So it'd be
In a
vodka
squirt
tea.
gun?
Yeah.
Oh.
And vodka squirts were another big thing.
You would love Twisted Tea.
It sounds like that sounds like the latest porn I just watched.
Ayo.
But the no, it was. I used to do makers, like the cheap makers.
Yeah.
Not
The regular run of
which
the
I
mill.
can't drink that stuff in it. Like I'm not a fan of that. Like I like their 46. I've always been a makers fan.
The 101's good.
You had the 46 French cask.
I have the. I think so.
If you see it,
Yeah,
pick
it's
it up.
unshaven.
yeah,
Yeah.
Little
It's-
hairier.
Yeah, it's definitely French. There's quite the
It's a little
bush.
salty.
It smells like bread.
Yeah,
Smells like a baguette.
Yeasty.
it's very,
Very yeasty.
very hairy.
Somebody's baking bread.
It's like,
Smells like sourdough.
what is that?
Oh, that dough is definitely sour.
But the turn came. It was probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. It was while we were doing the shows when I turned to getting more of the higher proof stuff. Like now, that's what I'm looking for now. Like I'm only looking for stuff that's like 120 and above.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Like-
think the show really opened both of us up
It
to
did.
experiencing more. You
It
know, because we were
absolutely did.
looking for different. Because who wants to talk about the same thing every week when it comes to something you're sampling? You know,
Yeah.
you can't do 5 years of shows tasting 3 whiskeys.
Right. And I'm,
So when
Good
I was on
point.
the road, I was always going. And even today, I got this because I went.
That's new. Never seen
Okay,
it.
it's 4 years. It looks like I looked at the bottle and I was thinking the same thing you all thought. But I spent my hard-earned money for this show only to be disparaged by my co-host / cohort
I do that
the
every
guy
week.
that has provided every bit of whiskey for most of the episodes for us.
for 90% of everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And since,
But I'm just looking for different.
since his cleaver's done, where the hell's my knife?
It is actually so I found
It's
a
in
knife
a
blank,
box.
a knife I started,
It's-
I'd forged and shaped, and then I sold a minivan to a buddy a few years ago, and he goes, "Hey, I found this compartment, and this was in it, and it was the knife I forged." I was like, "I should get that back from you and finish that." So your knife's in it's like an hour away from here.
And it's in a box.
In a box.
Yeah, I mean,
But
It's my knife in
I
a
will say
box.
the thing that
Step one.
it's a paring knife.
Yeah.
Got a hole in the box. Step two.
the thing that switched from me just drinking like regular makers and was
Pegging.
no, because that's a dude thing and we don't do dude things.
Oh,
It
More of a
was
dude bro thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
more of a dude Brett thing.
we're not
Or
gonna,
dude pool thing.
It's a dude pool thing. Fuck, what is it? The Matt Best and their whiskey.
Oh,
Fuck, why can't I think of it? And I'm almost certain you have a bottle of it too.
the America whiskey.
Merc.
That really narrows it
I
down.
know. It's,
Thank you, Mo.
Whatever that is, that's
Yeah.
like the first time I was sitting there. I'm like, holy shit, like things just opened up. Like I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be like a heavy vanilla and caramel.
Where you started getting notes.
And I started getting notes of everything, and that's when things changed. And that was probably...
I remember when it used to be like $20 too.
Yeah, and that was in...
Letzlinger.
Letzlinger, yeah.
Letzlinger was... they came on this... They started bottling around 2012, 13.
Something around
and
that.
And then you couldn't really find it widely till about 15.
No, and I have family that's in Texas, and they brought me up a bottle.
I couldn't even find it when I was in Texas.
Well, they got me a bottle.
Because I think I had to go to Fort Hood or something to get it.
Well, you had to go to the heart of... Down in the heart of Texas.
It's deep in the heart of Texas.
I know, but...
Down in the heart.
It is what it is. Shut up.
Yeah, I think the
It's
first
all
thing...
about how you approach it.
Yeah, I guess.
From the back.
You can go deep or you can go down.
in the heart.
I think the first thing I ever really had was Maker's. That was like my first bourbon. But then I was like that same thing. I was like, oh, I don't like anything over 100. It's too hot. And just over time, because Mel liked the fucking high octane shit.
She's more manly than you.
Pretty much. Yeah, she's the one that does drive the diesel truck and all that shit.
How's
She
your
does
Prius
drive-
doing, by the way?
Prius.
I started Irish, went to Scotch, and then
Which is really weird to me.
settled on bourbon.
That's what's weird.
My first whiskey was, oddly enough, at a friend of mine died in a jump accident, Irish guy.
This is a
And
fun story.
Well, no, because like it was going to an Irish wake. I'd never been to one before.
Right.
Like, I was really fucked up.
Oh, you were in for a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like
It was the complete
He was
opposite
not
of your
sitting in the
retirement
corner.
party.
yeah, so like we went to the funeral and everything. Like I was really fucked up about it because he just had a daughter. And, like I did the ultrasound for him and everything.
Oof.
His daughter was maybe like 2-3 months old. So I was really fucked up. And like I had just played golf with him like a week or two before. So I was just all kinds of fucked up. Went to the funeral and I just was trying to deal with shit. And then everybody like, okay, we're gonna go over to the hangar for the
We're going
wake.
to O'Patty's.
So then I'm like, I got a polo on or whatever, and I come back out my dorm room, and everybody's like in shorts and flip flops and Hawaiian shirts. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing
What's
something.
happening?
And they're like, why? They're like, why are you dressed like that?
You're
I'm
half
like, and I'm like,
Japanese,
why are
you
you
have a
dressed
Hawaiian
like
shirt?
that? Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, Pacific Islander.
So then, yeah.
I've got about 100. I've got about 100 in the house.
Sorry, I said he said Hawaiian shirt, and I went Japanese with his ancestry, and then I thought bombing Pearl Harbor, and about made a really off-color joke about a funeral where a guy died air jumping.
Yeah.
And how's that
Way to
any
be-
different than any other?
Yeah,
It's like-
way to be real sensitive, Randy. So then,
So your guy kamikaze without the plane.
exactly. So I go back, I change, and then like we're going in, and I hear music, and I'm like, it's fucking loud as fuck. Are we in the right spot? And like, kind of go on the hangar door, just loud as shit. Like, music playing, everybody's drinking. I'm like, I'm so confused right now. How does this work?
100% how I want to go out.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
wife
So-
knows my wishes.
Yeah, I want. My wife knows this too. Is like,
Well-
I want to go out with people drunk and talking shit about me.
Yeah.
So
Because that's
I-
all we did for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Done, buddy. Done. Whether I'm there or not.
Yeah.
And that was the first
I
time
will.
I
I
ever
will
had.
start talking shit tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
after we walk out the
I was going to say, first off, I'm assuming I'm going to live longer than any of you guys, which I won't. So
Yeah, that was the first time I ever had whiskey, and that was
Jameson.
yeah, Jameson. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Jameson.
Sounds right.
Because they
It
basically
depends on if he was Catholic or Protestant. If he was Catholic, it was Jameson. If he was Protestant,
that was the first time I ever had Guinness, and the first
you
time I
go.
ever had whiskey. And like you walked in, they basically handed everybody a bottle, and
like have fun.
yeah, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Because I was just like a gin fizz guy. I was
Yeah.
like a basic bitch when it came to drinking back then. And then I just remember like, this is how I want to go.
Yeah.
I want. This is what I
it
want.
was like a surreal experience.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know
That
when.
wasn't. That didn't change you just with drinking whiskey. That changed your life.
That changed my life. Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
My wife
Unfortunately.
has a playlist, and
Oh, I told my wife I'm making the playlist too,
Well,
so she doesn't have to worry
so-
about it.
You're not getting what you just asked for. You're getting basically the same thing you got when you retired. The Moe is gonna.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a whole chant and everything
Yeah.
else, and that's what you're getting.
And drinking.
And
I want the drinking though too.
But we're gonna row you out in a fucking canoe.
in the assless shaft.
Well,
yeah.
We're gonna.
and I want an open casket. I want my eyes to be open, so I'll be like,
We can put you in a recliner.
yeah.
I'll poke your eye.
And then I want like somebody put like an actuator in there every once in a while, so like my head will turn.
You just,
Buddy
You sit up.
Jesus.
It's like
Yeah, the
it's
finger
like one of
guns.
those, it's like one of those street performers. Every once in a while, somebody walks by and you jump scare
Yeah.
them. I always thought it'd be funny if you had it, it's not possible, rigor mortis and all that when you're dead and stuffed with
it's all
fluff.
possible.
Yeah, everything's
But just,
possible.
what if you
with
walked
ball
into a
bearings
casket and looked like
nowadays.
somebody had a massive erection?
You do.
Casket.
You do get one.
Do I?
Well, not you.
Haven't you seen Clerks?
But when you
it's been
die,
years.
Just
You do
leave
get
the erections to us, right?
yeah.
So you get a big old boner and you crap yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to take good with the bad. Like I said
Everything
earlier.
goes stiff.
No, the first weird funeral I went to, I actually played bass in. So I played on a worship team in church growing up, and
Here we go. Look at me, humble brag. I play bass for a church.
Slap at the bass.
how is that a humble brag?
Played with R.
How many people
Kelly.
are like, man, I wish I was that guy that played bass at a church?
I was on stage with Montel Jordan.
I don't think
First off, I was not on stage with Montel Jordan. I was on stage performing in front of Montel Jordan.
I don't think I told you this. The Saran Stacy. I met him.
You did, yeah. You
Yeah.
messaged
Okay. I
me.
did tell you that.
Yeah.
I met him when I was in high school.
Dude,
And,
that dude's been.
I have an autographed cleat from him.
That's awesome.
So I wish I would have known that was going on because I would have.
He goes every year.
Okay.
Next year, I'll let you know.
That was because when you said that, I was like, there's
He's the
probably like
reason-
10 people that know who Saran Stacy
He's the
is.
reason that event
He
started.
created saran wrap.
Right.
That's what you put around your dick
No,
before you have sex.
the skateboard trick. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Skateboard. So he's the reason that our former pastor started that event, though, and now it's like 100 churches in different places telecast.
That's
Anyway,
so crazy.
Wait, there's 100 churches
Yeah.
At least.
There's 100 churches in Circleville.
in Lancaster.
I prefer
ton.
Popeyes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A all day.
Is Church's Chicken even around anymore?
No. There
I
might be
remember
like.
I think it's
driving
regional.
south.
It might be like Racks, where there's like 3 in the world.
There used to
one
be
of
one
them's
here
here.
in
One's in
Columbus.
Circleville, and there's like one other.
Is
Yeah,
Rax a chicken place? I've not.
no,
you've never
Rax
had
is-
Rax?
Rax is like an Arby's.
Rax is better Arby's.
Was.
Better
Was.
Arby's.
and it's 2 for 5
still is
UDCs.
Not now.
Now it's
Okay, the
what-
one in Circleville is.
Wait, it's 2. It used to be 2 for $5. Now it's like what?
Well, no, they're
9 for 6.
No,
So Rax
it's
still
like-
has,
it's like-
One
and
for
they
$5.
put on their outside sign, 2 for 5, BBC. And every time I drive by, I'm like, should we tell them?
Nah,
Should
don't
we-
tell him that it's big black
Dude,
cock.
some millennial knows what they did.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Gen X knows what they did.
The
and is
first
not
time I
telling
drove by
anybody
it, I
else.
drove by, turned, went around the block, parked in the parking lot, took
Got
a
a picture.
I was like, Facebook, should I tell them?
Now I forget what I was saying. But anyway.
When I was
You're
in
talking
Mexico.
about
Oh
churches.
Yeah.
no! We had a guy die that used to work at our youth camps. Big dude. We called him Vince because he looked like the old wrestler. Big, tall, black guy,
Oh,
bald.
yeah.
Just I
Virgil?
mean,
Yeah.
just huge dude. But he was a former
Huge.
gang member that got saved and then started helping kids
Me
get
too.
out of that life.
Former gang
And-
member.
Right, right.
Gangbang's not the same.
Oh, damn it.
You were in the get along gang. That's different.
Whatever,
But,
it's still a gang.
He was like, he had a sudden heart attack and died, left his wife and 2 kids behind and all this. But he always loved some of the more upbeat and like the pump and something. It's black. You know, he's like, I like the bass driven drum.
Why are you
stereo?
stereotyping?
You know how
He
they
would have
are.
told you,
Yeah.
I like this.
We have a
because I'm
Jamaican guy
black.
sitting here and you're stereotyping black people.
Yeah, man. So anyway, he liked the bass, man.
Slap at the bass.
Slap at the base.
Slap at the bass, man. But no, we played that funeral, and it's like we were so sad because we lost him suddenly. He was like 38 at the time.
Oh, wow.
You know, and it was like we were all heartbroken, but we played the songs that he wanted, he loved. And they were like these like pumping songs. So I'm like crying.
Yeah.
Like just get down on the bass.
That's got to be so
It was just like-
challenging.
it was
I was
so
about to say,
weird.
your brain has
But
to break.
but at
Yeah.
that point, well, halfway through it, I was like, "This is what I want." Though, like, I want people to have fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you're here because I died, you're remembering me. Remember the good times.
Yeah.
Martelle doesn't have many,
No,
but
I want the
remember
world
the
to
few
stop.
we've had.
I want the world.
We brought that back full circle.
We are Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, but we're both a little of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we are just
Tom Kreischer.
We're Tom Kreischer and Bert Segura. Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast.
Speaking of which, we need to call that Bill Murray number
What?
and leave a voicemail.
Oh, I can't
yeah.
do it right now because we got too many microphones
Okay.
open.
Yeah, thanks for showing up, Mo.
I mean,
Screwed that up.
we could. I mean,
You
we
can
could.
just hold up to the mic.
What's the?
Sense.
I don't know the number.
Just Google it.
That's what I'm doing.
8675.
309.
Yeah, I'm not sure the area.
I got it.
code,
I got it. Yeah.
That's
Now, how fuck
that's the best like story ever. How did you meet Mom? So I was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a number on the wall. Yeah. For a good time.
Turns out it was not that great a
For a good time
Yeah.
call.
But here you are.
Yeah.
And here we sit.
Yeah. Rumor has it the stork brought you.
Okay.
Let's try that again. Something happened.
Thank you for calling.
Hey, Bill, this is Martelle and Randy with the Buckhorn Podcast. And if you're available and want to be on our show, that'd be great. You can give me a call back.
We have French fries.
We have French fries, and apparently, whatever this number is,
and
it
booze.
It just, we drink a lot and we talk bullshit. Like, I think it's right up your alley. So give me a call back.
Go Cubs.
I don't think that was the number. It just said thank you for calling.
I
like how you give out your phone number on the air, though.
I'll bleep all that out.
I guess there's a couple of like pop famous people that just do random shit, and I know Bill Murray.
Bill is
Murray's
like the-
Like he'll photobomb people. Like apparently Kevin Spacey does the same shit.
One of the earliest stories.
Well,
was
he
where
he has to
walked in-
roof and all them furs.
But I
It's
think,
usually behind shots.
yeah, I remember reading a story where like they said Bill Murray, like he just came up and grabbed, like they were eating dinner and he grabbed like a handful of their French fries and just shoved them in his mouth. And he's like, "Go ahead, tell
They'll never
everyone."
believe
They'll
you.
never
No,
believe
they'll
you.
never believe. 100%. I would like.
That
was
is
a-
exactly what I would do. Not that I will ever be or should be, but if I was that famous,
Yes.
I would all the time
Watch-
mess with people.
Watch the Bill Murray stories on Netflix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I heard Keanu Reeves is like that too. Like I've had like my relatives tell me like, "Oh yeah, I just saw Keanu on the L."
Yeah,
he's
no,
just like-
he's just like-
he's a
rides
normal
the
dude.
train.
Yeah.
Well,
He-
he also does a lot for people in charity.
He's a
He gives
huge
away all of his
philanthropist,
money.
man.
He doesn't
yeah, he
keep any of
tries.
his
He
money.
tries to stay under the radar with
he
the. That's
lives
what I
a
respect.
very simple life.
Yeah.
The latest thing about Bill is someone posted that they got stuck in an airport. Like this guy got stuck in an airport down in Charlotte with Bill, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" Just talking to him like Bill initiated the conversation, and like a week later, the guy was leaving wherever they went, and he's like, "Oh, hey, so and so, how you doing?" And he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, what's up, Bill? How you doing?" He's
How
like,
are you?
He's like, "Oh, you remember my name?" He's like, why wouldn't I?" He goes, we had a great conversation. And the guy like made like
Who
a whole
is it?
post about it. He's
Yeah.
like,
There's
"Holy
another-
shit,
That was
Bill
the
Murray,
weirdest shit,
Bill Murray
yeah.
knew who the fuck I was."
Yeah.
There's another really big actor I read an article on a couple years ago.
Ron
and
Jeremy?
somebody, yeah, he's
Different,
saw-
Hedgehog.
different kind of big.
I saw him in the airport one time, and I didn't know if it was a sad commentary on me, whether that I recognized him or the fact that I got excited
that you recognize.
that I recognized him.
how excited.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. Hedgehog.
wow.
Did you compare
Mr.
size?
Hedgehog.
No, there's a really big celebrity though, and somebody was like making fun of them because they drove like a '98 Ford F-150, and knowing they had money, and he was like, "Yeah, but it still runs, so who
Yeah.
cares?"
Yeah.
Like it's just like
That's my
It's
view
still-
of cars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't like Ocho Cinco, he drives a Volkswagen.
some.
Ocho
yeah.
Cinco used to go to like Claire's Jewelry.
I did
Yeah,
read that.
like he would
he
buy,
wouldn't be
like-
iced out, it's all glass.
He'd be iced out, and he was like, "Yeah, no, and I lose an earring. Who cares?" It's like it
hold on,
looks
I think
real. Does it look real? That's all that matters.
This might be the Bill Murray number.
Thank you for calling the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline.
That's not it.
Speaking of which, I'm up on my bets from the bowl season for my free $200 from FanDuel.
Dude, so I signed up for FanDuel and DraftKings because my buddies told me when it first opened in Ohio,
You
which
got-
I think we talked about last week.
Yeah.
My 150 turned into 450 because they did no-brainer bets.
Oh yeah,
Like,
because
like, it would double,
if
it was
anybody
double your money if
gains a
anybody
yard
scores
in the
1
Bills
point.
game,
Yeah, they did a bunch of that crap.
Oh, I didn't see those.
So I turned $150 between DraftKings and FanDuel into 450.
Now you
Now it's
can't
down to
cash them out. You can
$50.
only bet that money, but still.
yeah, I didn't understand
free
it at
money.
first. Yeah, my son had to.
But I
explain
didn't
it
lose
to
my
me.
investment.
No, you didn't lose your
That's what I'm saying.
investment.
So now
basically
I
just
take
get
my
to bet with free
150 back
money.
out, and
Yeah.
then I've got toy money.
You
Yeah,
do the hokey
exactly.
pokey,
Right.
and you turn yourself around. Yeah, you can buy a bottle of that 176 proof
Little beer.
little
Yeah,
beer,
tiny
you know.
beers.
Elf beer.
Yeah, the airplane bottle beer.
Midget wrestling beer.
Little people,
Oh,
little people.
let's get a midget on the show and have him drink one of those.
That's so not nice.
A whole bottle. He'll have to use 2 hands.
Like they at it's coming up at Outer Belt.
Dude, I had a friend.
You can buy like
Please don't say a little people.
No, there's ticket levels,
Okay.
so you can
buy them.
you can go backstage for a meet and greet, and then the next level.
Oh, so you get VIP?
Is you can get a VIP, but the next level above that is you get to ref one of the matches.
I don't want to ref though. I want to watch.
I don't know. That might be kind of fun. Be a unique perspective. You could really ham it up like it be in the ref like a WWE style. Like, no.
Well, you
There's only
grab
two.
you grab
There's only
both by their uniform, like hold them apart. You're like doing curls with them.
Jeez. I don't know who the little guy is, but he's been popping up on my Instagram feed. He's a comedian, and he was saying that he was going to go talk at the children's hospital, and to like tell jokes to kids or whatever. And he said he was walking in, and he said a little kid walked up to him, and he was like, "Don't worry, they'll fix you here." And he was
Brad
like,
Williams.
I don't remember the guy's name, but he was like, "Yeah, that dude."
Yeah,
he was
Brad,
like,
oh, dude, he's hilarious.
he's like, "Yeah, I almost
So
punched
he-
a 12-year-old that day."
So tied it into Buffalo. He did a show in Buffalo, and he's like, "Hey, Buffalo, what's up?" Blah blah. He's like, "I hate it here," and everybody's like, "Ha ha ha." He's like, "No, you don't get it. You guys have 3 feet of snow. For you, that's a minor inconvenience. For me, that's death."
Yeah.
He was like, "I had to go and get one of those big orange flags that sticks up on the back of the bicycle, stick it in my back, so when I walk around, somebody can find me."
Sounds
He's
like me in
hilarious.
Ohio.
Oh, he's funny, dude.
All right, so we're at like an hour 10 for this show. We can continue this nonsense,
I'm having a good time.
or we can end the show.
I have to go potty.
That's
I
what
just
Martelle
did.
just did.
Yeah.
I just went out and peed on a tree and
Okay.
found an axe.
he went out to pee and found an axe.
I found an axe. I'm like, I found this outside.
Here's this.
Yeah, I got this thing. So we can either continue this and try.
Oh, let's wrap it up for
one
the sake of
more-
the podcast.
One
Yeah.
more of
That's what
Michael's
she
beers,
said.
or we can just wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up and
That's-
do one of Michael's beers in a super short episode. Because Mo has to pee anyway.
All right.
Yeah,
I still got to drive.
Yeah, Mo's got to
I
drive.
gotta. Yeah, we got.
We have things we have to do.
Yeah.
whatever.
We have to be
But
responsible.
to do some adulting.
Check us
You
out on
guys are
Facebook,
losers.
Instagram, and Twitter.
Instagram, to Instagram.
And that's it. I'm Martelle for Mo and Randy and Michael.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
We're out.